Without further ado, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
What's up, guys? I go by the name of Crypto Aaron. I'm a crypto content creator and a blockchain enthusiast who wants to educate people about cryptocurrency daily throughout social media. Hello.
Welcome,
Today I'll
welcome.
be. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, hello. So today I'm talking about hot wallets and exchanges, or crypto wallets and exchanges, and explaining the basic definition, like terms behind these and which exchanges to use, and going in depth into between all these subjects. I'm going to share my screen right now. Screen, yep. You guys see it?
Loud and clear. If you guys want to join in on the screen share, crypto wallets and exchanges.
We good?
I think we're
Yeah, the
good.
screen
Take
is
it
looking
away.
great, buddy.
Thank you. So, crypto wallets and exchanges by Crypto Aaron Myth. So, going into the basic definition of a crypto wallet, what a crypto wallet is basically a software slash system that basically enables the storage of public and private keys. Public keys contain information about your wallet that should be known on the public blockchain, for example, wallet addresses. Private keys contain information that you should never share with anyone. For example, key phrases. When you sign up for your MetaMask, right, you get a 12-word key phrase you should never tell anyone. It doesn't matter what you're doing, that key phrase is basically full access to your funds. So you'll never talk about that. But they also give you public keys that allow you to send and transfer money on the public blockchain, which are your public keys and your wallet addresses. The first forms of crypto wallets were initially made for Bitcoin holders, allowing them to safely store their Bitcoin in a decentralized manner that allowed the users to have full access of their funds with no type of centralized authority over them. Crypto wallets. Any questions? Okay. So going into the subpart of crypto wallets, we're going into hot wallets first. What a hot wallet is a form of software, aka a digital wallet, that allows you to store your cryptocurrency safely through a search engine you're using as an extension, for example, MetaMask. Once transactions are sent through the hot wallet, they are complete. There is no irreversibility, meaning once you send your funds, always remember those funds are not coming back. So always quadruple check the address you're sending to. It doesn't matter if it's $1, $3, $5. Always instill those habits inside of you because you'll never know if you mess up. And obviously, people have lost money sending 5, 7, 8,000 carelessly, and you don't want that happening to you. The public blockchain, you have to be careful. And I'm taking a quote from Felix Custer, a blog article writer, talking in quotes saying, in simple terms, hot storage is when you keep your cryptocurrency in a device that is directly connected to the internet, and this connection is what makes the device hot. So, calling it a hot wallet, being directly connected to the internet. Now, the hot wallets I would recommend are MetaMask and Trust Wallet. These are probably the two biggest hot wallets right now. MetaMask being the biggest hot wallet, and Trust Wallet being the second biggest hot wallet. And we're actually going to go over a video, if that's fine, showing you how to set up your MetaMask if you haven't yet.
Hey, what's up everybody? It's Will. In this video, I will be walking through how to create a MetaMask wallet in just a few simple steps. For those of you who may be new,
Get through it.
MetaMask is let's go ahead and get started creating a MetaMask wallet. We will need to first install the MetaMask app, which is found in the App Store or Google Play Store. There's also a Google Chrome extension as well, which I highly recommend installing. And I've already installed the MetaMask app and have it open already here. We will need to set up our wallet, and so let's go ahead and click Get Started. We can set up our wallet on MetaMask by importing an existing wallet, syncing with the MetaMask extension, or you can create a new wallet. Since we are new to MetaMask and don't already have a wallet, we will click Create a New Wallet. MetaMask will prompt us to create a password. When we are finished creating a strong password, let's check the box that reads, I understand that MetaMask cannot recover this password for me, and click Create Password. Now, this is the most important step in this whole process. We will need to secure our wallet with a seed phrase. This is a 12-word seed phrase. You can kind of think of it like the master key to our MetaMask account. It's the only way to recover our wallet if our computer crashes or anything else happens which prevents us from accessing our wallet on the device it's installed on. And we will keep this 12-word recovery seed phrase very safe, and remember to never share the seed phrase with anybody, not even our friends or our family or anyone else. Otherwise, they can access our crypto, and that's how we get hacked. So let's go ahead and click Start.
Again, if you're anyone's watching this, if you're new, never ever ever release your 12-word phrase. That is by far the worst thing to release. And I've seen people click on, especially on Twitter, there are a lot of scammers and replies, and they also ask you MetaMask support. And that's another problem to talk about right now is all these links they click on connects your MetaMask into your key phrase. Never do it. I don't care how good the website looks. These are scammers. Stay away from them. Always put in your head before you do anything with your key phrase. Always remember you do not ever need to give it to anyone. And he's obviously putting it in here.
And again, MetaMask recommends to write down the seed phrase on a piece of paper and store it in a safe place, which we will definitely do. And you may actually want to create multiple backups in case you lose that piece of paper for whatever reason. So whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and click Start again and click View to reveal that seed phrase. We will be asked to re-enter this phrase in the order shown on this next step.
Also, with your key phrase to add on to him, you do not want to lose your key phrase. That's your funds right there. So always put it somewhere safe, whether you write down on paper or do something safe with it, or even if you do take a picture, which I don't recommend, but if you do take a picture, make sure it's on a phone that you don't really use or has nothing really on it. You don't want to have your key phrase somewhere on your phone or backed up, and then someone gets access and this happens and this happens. So always make sure your key phrase is somewhere safe.
Where would you
So
recommend
make
keeping
sure
our
you
seed
actually write
phrases?
this.
Well, I would personally recommend writing it on paper. And my mom actually has a security box in my house where she has like all of our important stuff in there. So I really just put the paper in there or put it on somewhere with a notebook and just put it inside of there and just lock it up there. So a lot of people do use like secure like fireproof boxes. If that's I can't explain like the box name, but it's a really safe box. Like you have this, my mom has to swipe her own credit card to even get in there. So I would recommend putting it somewhere into like a safe, a safe basically. Put it into a safe, somewhere really safe because this is your money. I mean, it's your money, so you don't want to put it somewhere carelessly. Now, obviously, the downsides of putting it in somewhere physical is if you lose it, it's done with. So maybe write down, or actually, what Vitalik Buterin did for his hardware wallet, which is a different key phrase, but what he did was he actually had half of each key phrase in different parts. And so I'm assuming he had two safes and he had two of the different key phrases in two different safes just in case. So obviously maybe have a different place. I would recommend probably placing it in two places if you're gonna just keep it on hardware or somewhere physical because you never know what's gonna happen if that box is lost or something happens to the box. You don't know. And if you lose it, well, your funds are gone as well. So you definitely do need to put it somewhere like twice, I'm not saying your phone, but more of just somewhere, two places where you really know it's safe. So just in case one goes out, you have the other one. So never, ever, 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 ever just put it in one place because we've seen instances where people have. I think there was an article about a guy who put it on. He wrote on his paper years ago. He had a bunch of Bitcoin and he threw it away. And obviously, when you throw things away, physical things away, you don't think much of it at the point. And Bitcoin wasn't really worth much, but I think it equated to a few $100 million worth of Bitcoin, or at least it was in the millions. And so the point is, if you write your key phrase somewhere, always remember put it in a few spots as well. If you're gonna put it just strictly hardware, because it's your funds. Be safe. Always overthink with this type of stuff. Overthinking will not like hurt you. It's gonna help you in situations like this, whether you lose something and well, guess what? Have a backup place. Always remember your key phrase should be stored in a few places.
Down, and then when you're finished, click continue. Next, we will confirm our seed phrase and click on the words in order one by one, and then click complete backup. And congratulations, we have successfully set up and protected our wallet. Go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, that tutorial is done with. Tutorial how to set up your MetaMask. So if you watch the video, you haven't set up your MetaMask, you should know by now. Putting the password in, getting the key phrase, confirming it, and putting it somewhere safe in multiple places. Always becoming like what I really go by is always be an overthinker when it comes to stuff like this. You never know what can happen. You always want to keep your funds safe. Now here's a video how to set up your Trust wallet, and put the volume down a little bit.
So after you've installed Trust Wallet, tap on the icon to open the app. For this demonstration, I'm going to create a new wallet, so let's tap on that option. You should then have agreed of our privacy policy and terms and conditions. Then, confirm that you've read both sections to continue. This next step is vital to your wallet's accessibility and security, so be sure to be extra vigilant at this stage. You'll be asked to confirm that you understand the risks of losing your recovery words. The 12 recovery words, or recovery phrase, you'll be given at this stage allows you to import your wallet onto another device. This is in case you have lost your original device, or simply you'd like to access the same wallet on multiple devices. These words should never be given to anyone else. Not even a member of the Trust Wallet team will ask you for them. This is for your own security, but because of this, should you lose your recovery words, Trust Wallet will not be able to help you recover your wallet, so just be careful. We advise you not to store your words on an electronic device. Rather, write them down on a piece of paper and store them in a safe, for example. The next step is for you to verify your recovery words. This is just to ensure that you've written them down correctly before proceeding. Once this step is completed, you have officially created your Trust Wallet.
So similar process of just having a Trust wallet. Same with a MetaMask. You put your password in. Always remember, save your key phrase somewhere safe, multiple spots, and always remember, be safe. Now, the pros and cons of hot wallets basically range from two things, right? The pros include, excuse me, it's really quick and easy to transfer funds depending on which blockchain you're transferring from, right? Whether I'm on Polygon on MetaMask or from an Ethereum, it's very quick and easy to transfer funds and it's very simple to use. You click the hot wallet and it's there. The only real con right now, and the biggest one, is cybercrime. So there are many different types of cybercrime, whether it's the Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs, people connecting their wallets to the wrong websites and interacting with them and losing their NFTs, or there are basically many different ways of phishing links. Mind you, if you don't know what a phishing link is, it's a fake link, basically, I would say, copying a real website and trying to basically steal people's money. And so with cybercrime, the problem is with these hot wallets is they're very easy to get into and hack if you get a certain amount of interaction from them. Now, I'm not really a hacker, so I can't really go in depth on how they exactly do this, but it's very easy to get access to people's hot wallets and get into them and hack them, and whether it's for NFTs, whether it's for your funds. So always remember, be very careful on websites you're interacting with. And actually, I'm on the Brave browser, which is a browser you definitely want to check out because you want to check out. But if you go to OpenSea, and then go to OpenSea on Google, I'm not sure Google Chrome, but I know with MacBooks and Apple products with computers, they'll usually have sponsored links like with OpenSea that will be like fake links, like it'll have a misspelled OpenSea. Okay, I'll actually put it here right now. Phishing link. OpenSea phishing link. So we go to images. If hopefully it pops up over here. Okay, it's not popping up. Phishing. Fake. Okay, let's try a fake website. Because on Apple products, they'll usually have like scammers will promote this OpenSea, like an OpenSea website that have like a different lettering. So it'll be. I'll put it here right here. So it'll be like open .io or io.com. I'm not sure if it's a .io.com. Make sure it's a .io. So as you see here, they'll put a .io and they'll spell one word wrong, and to like people, a lot of people won't even check that. So always make sure when you interact with your hot wallet, always make sure you're not clicking on these fake false links with little misspellings. Those are scam websites. You never want to touch those websites, and that's why protect your hot wallet as if it's like your real wallet hardware, like real wallet you have in your pocket, right? Because when you're looking at these websites, it's very easy to click and just be like, just look over stuff when you're just want to get through it quick or want to buy an NFT, you want to be quick and fast. You don't have to be quick all the time. Just make sure you're looking at what you're clicking on, and especially with I know Apple products, they have sponsored links, and it's really dangerous at times. So you definitely never want to click the wrong link and connect and interact with the wrong website because you don't want to lose your funds. So always remember, go back to that. Always remember, interact with the right websites and always look at links, right? Because a lot of hackers and basically scammers, they'll like misspell the word on purpose. A lot of people won't look over it and, well, they lose their funds, and you do not want to lose your funds. That's the last thing you want to happen. Definitely something you don't want to do. And coming into my question, which hot wallet would you guys choose? MetaMask or Trust Wallet? I want you guys to talk to me and interact with this question. Okay, they're doing chat. Okay, I was scared. I thought I was thinking no one just answered. I was about to say. Okay, I was about to say, man. Both. Okay, MetaMask NFTs. Then okay, I see that MetaMask and Phantom Wallet. Oh yeah, I forgot about Phantom Wallet. Wow, you got me there. Yes. Okay, Phantom Wallet's a good wallet as well. Yes. Oh, Coinbase. Oh yeah, the Coinbase wallet's solid as well. I think I got it a long time ago. Yeah, Phantom's a good wallet as well. Yeah, I have a feeling that Phantom, yeah, MetaMask Phantom has a much better interface. It's much more user friendly and it looks cooler as well. No fees. Yeah, definitely, 1000%. That's right. Yeah, so I can definitely see that. Yeah. Okay. And so going into that, fire. Yep. I'm gonna get the another emoji before I go back into a session. Let me move this around. Big. Yeah, I haven't touched it in like a year. Let me see. I'll use our meter. See the only. Okay, okay, alright, okay. That's fine. Okay. Let me go back into my session. So yeah, how else I use. And so secondly, going into our second topic of the day, topic about cold storage wallets. Now, what are cold storage wallets? Well, defining it, a cold storage wallet is a type of hardware wallet that stores your crypto funds securely. The wallet is completely offline, meaning it's hardware. It's not like MetaMask, which is connected to your Google Chrome or extension or to the internet. It's completely offline. These types of wallets are used for long-term holdings and offer maximized security on your cryptocurrency funds. Cold storage wallets. If anyone has a question, let me know in chat. We're good? Okay. Here's your video on cold storage wallets. Here's your video on cold storage wallets by Ledger themselves. Click on it.
Hi, can I ask you something about cryptocurrencies? Do you know what's really important when you're buying? Two things really matter: security and ownership of your coins. All right. What counts is the key that gives you access to your coins, your private key. The person who has access to this key really owns the associated coins and can do whatever he wants with them. This person must be you. But when you buy coins online, you don't own this key. The exchange does. This means you are not in control.
So going into that, I'm paused right there. So going into that, With cold storage wallets, you have full ownership, which is a great thing about cold storage wallets, right? When you're buying on Coinbase or Binance or any exchange, these exchanges hold your keys. They hold everything. And obviously, I know back in the day before crypto was really, mainstream 2020, 2021, before it really blew up, there were a lot of scam exchanges back then from what I've heard from a lot of OG holders or users on crypto exchanges, right? There were a lot of not fake exchanges, but exchanges that weren't as secure as the Coinbases and Binances that we have now. And people lost their funds just leaving all their money into these exchanges, whether they were non KYC or they were exchanges that really weren't regulated. And well, people lost money. So always remember with cold storage wallets, it's your wallet. You have the hardware wallet in your hands, full ownership. Continue the video right here. Okay, so that didn't go out. Let me go back.
You have to ask for permission, and you're not even sure you'll be not in control. It's like if you buy a house and you give the key to someone else. You want to go inside, you have to ask for permission, and you're not even sure you'll be allowed. Ding dong. Can I go in my house? Not today, maybe tomorrow. Well, if you keep the key, you can do whatever you want. So, to give you full control over your crypto, Ledger created a solution that enables you to secure and own this key. A hardware wallet combined with the Ledger Live application is the best way to secure your funds while giving you the freedom to manage everything on your own. This is how it works. Your private key always remains offline in the hardware wallet. Nobody can access it or use it except you. You'll need this key to access Ledger Live main services, just like in a house where the master key gives you access to all the rooms and facilities. With Ledger, buy, sell, manage, exchange crypto, and earn interest without ever compromising the security of your coins. That's it. Couldn't be more simple.
Is that Listerine? So yeah, great ad by Ledger. He just explained on cold storage wallets and why you really want a cold storage wallet, especially if you want to hold tokens or projects long term. Coinbase is fine, but you never know what can happen to an exchange, and taking matters into your own hands is probably the best option for you. Now, going into that, we're going to watch a video on how to set up a Ledger Nano S. We're going to watch this. It's not a 20-minute video. It's around 3-4 minutes long. We're going to watch it. Let's watch together. Making it epic. Okay, so you see here, when you open the cold storage wallet, you get the product right there. Always remember, this basically are your funds. Do not lose this. Please, please, please watch over it every time you use it. Play the video. Reminding you, that's a Ledger Nano S. The volume down a little bit. Throw in the charger. So you got different port for a connection through his Ledger Hot Wallet. So that USB is usually used for computers to connect it on there, but he's using his Android phone right here, connecting it. Obviously, you put it in. Boom, Ledger's on, power on. Then obviously, I assume this is the Ledger app he's on, which you have to download to make an account. Now, going into the ledger, the only problem I've seen with the ledger, I guess the only really downside is, in a sense, your data kind of is held through them in a centralized manner. There was a hack, of, I think a year or two ago, for people losing their. Actually, look at it, ledger hack. Actually, look at it. Um, let's look at it. It's a ledger hack. So yeah, there's a ledger hack. It wasn't over the hardware wallets, but the data on their platform got hacked for, and people's information did get stolen, which is a sad, sighting, and no one wants to see that. And obviously, no one's funds got taken. But that's the only real thing about the Ledger platform that you have to look out for.
Let me just add to that real quick.
Yeah.
So when that happened, what they did is they just got the user information and then they sent out a phishing email. So
Wow.
when, I multiple times, if you get an email directly from an exchange, if you get an email directly from some company, always verify, always verify, always treat it as if it is a scam. Double check, was this email sent out by the company? You can go to, I know Coinbase sent out one a little while ago, and I personally freaked out and was like, oh no, somebody got my email address. And then I went to Coinbase and they were like, yeah, we just sent everybody an email. So I was like, oh, okay, then this is safe. But the way that they tricked a couple of people with the Ledger hack is they just got their emails and they said, oh, you just need to re-enter your information. And it was from Ledger Crypto at xyz.com/Hong Kong/ scammer. So, just double verify, always triple, always quadruple verify. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah. Perfect. That was a perfect explanation. No, that's another point I didn't was thinking about. 1,000%. Also, when you guys get emails to your emails, because most of us are just, let's be honest, most of us just use the same email for most exchanges. Perfectly fine. A lot of people do that. So just make sure when you get these emails, make sure to check the email address, because you don't want to click the wrong link and put your information on there, your Coinbase information on these wrong websites. And obviously the phishing attack worked, but it's obviously with platforms like that, you don't want to see that happening. So always remember, everything in crypto, just quadruple check. When you're sending money, quadruple check. Email, make sure everything you do, be very careful. Never get comfortable. Just because remember, like, the feeling you get when you first make your MetaMask, right? You're so safe and you're doing everything right and everything right. And slowly over time, that comfortable feeling kicks into you and you don't feel like doing something sometimes. So you'll just be like, I'll remember it later. And those things hurt you the most 5, 6,000, 7,000, 8, 9 years later on, right? When these Bitcoin holders were comfortable and then now they lost their Bitcoin and they're panicking. They lost $100 million. So obviously everything you do, had that, I guess, uncomfortable feeling like the first time you get it when you're making your MetaMask or Coinbase, being so secure with it. Always feel that. Never get too comfortable in crypto, whether you're sending money thing. Always overcheck. I don't care if it's the right address over 100 times. Make sure to just read it, man. Just don't get comfortable, because that habit will sneak up on you and it'll slowly take over. Those are little habits you have to control. So don't go over that. But as we see here, he's buying a crypto on the ledger. Bitcoin. And obviously, if you guys don't know, from the previous part of the video, to show that, just in case anybody new is coming in, he connected his Ledger Nano with a different type of device to his phone onto his Ledger. Going back here. Also entering your PIN. That's one thing I've seen about people who hold cold storage wallets. Make sure your PIN is secure as well. Your PIN is very key. Click on the Ledger Nano S, which is the model he holds. And boom, he's able to buy. I think this is the Croatian like fiat. I guess I assume he's in Europe, so obviously he's buying the Bitcoin right now with this fiat. Never mind.
Did that just say Bitcoin was at 227K?
Wait, wait, what? Whoa. Okay.
Well,
Oh,
Bitcoin
that's
equals
fiat.
227K. This is in the future. He's recording this.
Future, man. Yeah, that'd be crazy. That would be Twitter get Bitcoin. I guess his ankles now. He's posting his ankles. Yeah, so he's showing his ledger off. Really cool. Yeah, so that's how you set up your Ledger Nano S. And anyone has any questions, you can ask Sean with Hardware Wallets. He's more experienced with it. Going into chat.
And just to say it again, guys, like the whole point of this thing is to teach you guys and to help you prevent yourselves from getting hurt in this space and really, finding all the financial opportunities available to you. So I'm more than happy to give these things out like candy to those that are active and completing those invite tasks and those Kahoot tasks. So we're going to be giving out a lot of the Ledger Nano S's.
Yep. And that's a great thing Sean's doing on this education. I'll call it an education course, not even a Discord, is because he's giving out free ledgers, right? This is people pay for these type of things. These things cost, I think, what, $70, $80, $100 depending on the model. These aren't too like cheap. So, it's giving out free hardware wallets for free, paying for shipping and everything else, just for you guys to go out there and share and refer his course. He's giving out to educate people. So you definitely do want to interact with this challenge he's trying to give to you guys. Definitely would do that. Now, going into the Trezor One, it's another type of hardware wallet, and this guy's showing you how to set yours up. Click on the video.
The Trezor One is my favorite hardware wallet, and what I use personally. The Trezor One is my favorite hardware wallet, and what I use personally to secure my crypto while interacting with the decentralized economy. Setup process is straightforward, and with a host of integrations across the Web3 infrastructure, it's one of the most convenient ways to unbank yourself. So, if you haven't already, click the link in the description, head over to the Trezor store, and pick one up directly from the menu. First, open the box and download the software. Honestly, opening the box may be the hardest part of the entire process. Inside, you'll find a USB to micro USB cord, a lanyard, and a booklet where you can write down your 24-word seed phrase. Once the box is open, a lanyard and a booklet where you can write down...
Going into that, please, I know I've said it multiple times. Do not lose your seed. Please.
On your 24-word seed phrase. Once the box is open, head over to suite.trezor.io to start the download process. You may have to update your firmware at this point. When you start that process, make sure to look at your wallet and make sure it matches the number on the screen. And if so, then you're ready for step 2. Connect your wallet and start the setup process. The Trezor Suite will guide you through this process, but you'll need to write down 2 things. So have a pen ready and your booklet that came with your device. First, you'll have to set up your device's PIN. This can be any number between 6 and 8 digits. You'll be asked to confirm it on your computer screen, where the buttons will be anonymized. Use your Trezor device to see which numbers correlate to which boxes. This is a pretty cool feature because it will protect you in case your computer is infected with malware that is surreptitiously capturing your screen.
Great feature from Trezor. Great feature they've done right there.
Once you input your PIN, you'll be given a list of 24 words to write down. Now, this is very important. Make sure you write them in the correct order because you will be asked to confirm them in the next couple of steps. Also, make sure to keep this somewhere safe. This is functionally a paper wallet that will allow you to get access to your funds if your wallet is broken or stolen. But I cannot stress this enough. Keep the seed phrase and never save them in a document on your computer. Anyone who has access to that seed phrase also has access to all the funds on your wallet. So be sure to keep it safe. But once that's finished, it's time to generate and fund your wallet. You can look at the account details for your Bitcoin wallet, or you can add a new currency. I'm actually going to add Ethereum. Once that's done, you can either buy crypto directly from their newly introduced market.
Another cool thing Trezor has done, they've added a marketplace and exchange to allow you to buy directly from their platform, so you don't have to go on Coinbase, pay Coinbase fees, then transfer it over, and then basically pay gas fees. Now, obviously, you have projects like Algorand or XLM that are really cheap to transfer, but it's better for the user experience, allowing you to buy straight from their platform instead of having to do this and this and this. So, good from Trezor.
Place. Or you can send it from an exchange like Coinbase or Gemini. quick plug, if you don't already have an account, then you can use one of the links further down in the description to sign up and get some free Bitcoin with Coinbase and Gemini. Once your wallet is funded, now it's time to connect it to a Web3 wallet so you can start interacting with more than just exchanges. I'm going to use MetaMask, and I'm going to assume that you already have the extension downloaded. If you don't, then I'll
Wait, we don't over that. If you guys don't know, if you ever MetaMask set up,
link a quick tutorial on how to do that in the description. Once that's done, open up your MetaMask, enter your password, then click in the top right, and you should see an option.
so yeah, these two options probably are the best options, which are in my next slide, Ledger or Trezor, the best two options currently right now for hardware wallets. And as you see here on a MetaMask, click 3 tabs, then connect to a hardware wallet, and these two options should pop up.
To add a hardware wallet. And that's it. You can now use MetaMask and your Trezor wallet to sign transactions on the web. Head over to Uniswap, for instance, and stake some ETH and DAI to start earning interest on your money in a way that you still have custody of your assets, unlike the centralized players like BlockFi or Crypto.com. Please leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't.
Okay, so great video from him. Kept it quick and simple on how to set up your Trezor One and connect it to your MetaMask and allow you to get these things going on. So,
Hey, Crypto Aaron, could I pause you just for a quick second?
yeah.
Every single time that you play a video, it is echoing. So I don't know if that's just a sound issue, but it might be worth muting yourself while the video is playing and then unmuting, because
Okay.
we're getting double feedback on every single video.
Okay, well, I'm so sorry. Okay.
Oh,
I
no
am so
problem.
sorry for that. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, yeah. So I don't think I have any more videos. So, oops. Okay, I am so sorry for that, guys. If you had a double echo, thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. So going into that, thank you for the feedback. Pros and cons of a cold storage wallet. So going into the pros, they offer the most security in your funds, right? There is no real possibility of your cold storage getting hacked if you're not doing something so like crazy into where it's gonna happen. You know, they offer the most security in your funds and they're completely offline. So it's in your hands 100%. So always remember to keep your cold storage wallet somewhere safe, because not only you have to store your like, let's say for example MetaMask, all you have to do is basically store your 12-word key phrase and you should be fine. With this, you need the hardware device and the depending on which you're using. With Trezor, you have a 24-word phrase, so you have to keep those two things very safe. So I know a content creator called Joshua Jake, he talked about him having a fireproof safe he has, where he has his ledger. And so it's a great thing to have for ledgers. You know, I definitely would go over an extent for your ledger. Make sure it's somewhere so safe to where you're basically fine. And so, you know, the only cons of a ledger, obviously, and something you wouldn't really do with a ledger, is daily transactions, as if you're using it for a MetaMask, which you could do, but it's not really ideal for that. And obviously, external damage loss could lead to permanent loss of funds. So again, you lose the hardware device or anything, you're kind of screwed. Any questions?
Yeah, I just wanted to kind of touch on top of that. You can, by the way, just buy a new ledger and put in your seed phrase into a new ledger, and your funds will still be there. So, you know, don't feel like, you know, if you spill coffee on your Nano S or whatever and it fries out on you, don't freak out, don't panic, don't, you know, just give up and leave the crypto space and go live on a farm in Arkansas for the rest of your life. Be patient. You just, you know, can re-get your seed phrase that you've got hidden in that safe or wherever you've put it in your house. Vaterax did kind of point out a little bit of bigger differences between the Ledger and the Trezor. Vaterax, you want to unmute and talk about chips?
Thanks, Sean. Actually, I don't know much about the technology and chips and something like that, but like I have a community. I think it was Hirobo, I believe. So one of the member, he actually say something about the safety about chips between Ledger and the Trezor. So at first I thought Trezor is a really it's a better wallet because it doesn't rely on something like a Ledger Live or a software if you want to get access to your crypto, just in case the software actually got compromised or even crashed or something like that. So then he said Trezor only has one chip and Ledger has two chips. I don't know what's the difference between two of that, but he's saying two chips is always better than one chip since if one broke down, then we still have the other one, right? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, the more the better,
Great.
right?
Great. That was
Yeah.
a great point. That's true. That's great.
I appreciate that. Also, just to let you guys know some bigger differences between the Ledger and why I prefer the Ledger over the Trezor. The Ledger is actually stainless steel encased, with the Trezor being just a plastic encasing, as well as the Trezor is USB. It does have a USB port, but it's a special shape to that USB port, so it's not exactly if you lose the cable, you kind of go buy another cable through them. The Ledger, that was the Trezor. The Ledger just uses a normal USB cable, just like your phone would use USB-C or USB-A, depending on which one you want. But yeah, that's why I personally prefer the Ledger. But your opinions are your own. Whatever one you want to use, as long as you got one.
Great. From both of you, great explanations. Perfect, man. Now, obviously, going into the websites for the Ledger cold storage wallets, you have two different types. For Ledger, you have the Ledger Nano S, and clicking on it, you would open it up, open these two links up right now. And as you see here, so you have the Ledger Nano S, which is around $59, pretty inexpensive for a Ledger. And then you have the Ledger Nano X, which, let me go over here. Oh, nobody's doing that. Okay, so Ledger Nano X right here, $150. So different price ranges. Now, obviously, if you could go over the differences, Sean, or between the S and X, since you're more experienced on that topic. These are two different types of hardware wallets. And as we see here, you pick the one free shipping, but obviously he's giving them out for free. So you guys are in this Discord, you guys definitely should take advantage of that.
Yeah, so the main difference is just the, obviously the price. The higher the price, the more storage capacity you have. So with the X being like double the price of the S, roughly, it has a longer battery life, and you can get up to, I think it's, you can get up to, I believe it's just under 90 different dApps, or access to different things, whereas the S you just get 3. So that is what it is. But if I understand that everybody wants to buy more of their coin and doesn't want to spend the $60 on something that won't return them ROI in 5 years and make them a millionaire, but I would highly recommend that at least the S. It's $60. You can grind in here and earn one, and I'll send it to you. But if you don't win one, I would still encourage that you take that $60 dollar cost averaging that you're going to do, and you put it towards security, because it is well worth it. I have personally seen 5-figure misclicks. A guy just clicks a bad link and isn't thinking that one time. And I've seen even people that are, well versed in the space that, just get fooled because a link is dropped in chat and during mint day, and they think, oh, the mod must have just put that in there for me. And the website looks fine. And they don't notice that there's an extra, S or something in the URL. So, sorry, rant over. But yeah, main difference in price is just the capacity and battery life. But they look very similar. And they function the same, and the setup is the same.
Perfect explanation from Sean. So yeah, you pick your choice, and he's giving them for free. So I would definitely take advantage of that. If you're in this chat, you want to get one, even out for free. Take the advantage of that opportunity he's giving to you. And obviously, you have the article here, but he explained it. Don't need to click that. Now, obviously, with the Trezor, these have two different models. Now, the comparison is right here. We actually go to there. They have two different wallets exactly for their cold storage. They have the Trezor 1 and they have the Trezor Model T. Now, the only real difference in between this, if they're actually go to the website, I was looking at it a few days ago. They had a chart of explaining it. I don't know why it's not popping up now. I guess I have to go to the shop website. Why are they doing this? Okay, so there was a like a comparison. I don't know where it went. Shop. Okay, so it's not here anymore. But That's really crazy. It's not there anymore. That's so weird. There was like a whole comparison. Let me look for it before we get. Here it is, finally. Perfect. I was getting nervous. Okay, so if you actually see it right now, they have a whole comparison right here between their Tracer 1, their Gold Standard, and their Premium Tracer Model T. Now, looking at it, the Tracer 1 Gold Standard has around 1,000 plus projects, but as we see here, the advantage you give the Model T is they basically have most of all projects. Now, I'm not saying like trash meme coins, but they have more options, and obviously full color touchscreen, monochrome display with 2 buttons. So it's basically more of a premium version, as we see here. Go to your Tracer, mobile, and extra features include a Shamir backup. You have same thing here, authentication. You have a FIDO2 authentication. I don't know what that is. SSH. You have many more things. So this is kind of like how the Ledger Nano S and X are, as we see here. Kind of the same model situation where this has more capacity, needs more of a premium choice. And obviously when you want to get your cold storage wallets, if you want to save money, you can obviously pick the standard one. But if you really want to go over and beyond for your protection and have the most storage, you can never go wrong with the premium choice. And as you see here, the Model T costs around $215, a bit more expensive than the Ledger, and the regular gold standard one costs around $70. So you pick your choice. And obviously, seeing the comparison over there. Now,
let me just jump in real quick. So just to let you guys know personally, I don't like the Trezor as much. It's a little bit more difficult for NFT storage, and it's a little bit more difficult for multiple accounts within the same hot wallet to connect through. Because it's more difficult, there's a multitude of different tutorials and stuff that you can find. We're going to go through actually setting up our wallets together. So if you guys want to get one and save it, we'll be doing that with the Ledger Nano S. But we did have a question in chat. No such thing as a dumb question, unless, where can I buy the American dollar or Hex? But is eBay an okay place to buy them as long as they're sealed and new? No. You want to always get them direct from manufacturer. Now, this is way conspiracy theory, way protecting yourself. But if you're getting, right, because you could buy a phone on secondary that could have a keylogger already installed and you didn't wipe it, and now you've downloaded MetaMask, and that's a huge risk that not a lot of people take into consideration, but a lot of people are very specific about the fact that you should not do it with Ledger wallets, because that is just very easy for scammers. They buy the Ledger, they download some malicious software that has send functions right out of that wallet. They reseal it, they put the plastic over it and send it out to your address, and bada bing, bada boom, you transfer some stuff in, and now it's gone, and you're like wondering why. Only buy from the actual websites when you're looking at hardware wallets. I have never ever heard of that scam actually being used, but I have heard so many people tell me that, and so many people repeat that I think it's just a good practice to get into.
1,000%. 1,000%. And I've heard that as well a lot. When you're buying from these hardware wallets, this is security. So, when you're going to buy it, for example, right, if you guys are buying shoes, Nike shoes, you're not, let's be honest, who wants the fakes? I mean, I'm not materialistic, but I'm saying the average person, who wants fakes, right? You want the real versions, right? So you obviously, I'm not saying it's a fake model. I'm just telling you, when you want to get it, you want to get it from the manufacturer itself, right? Like as if you're buying shoes or clothes, you want to get it from the place you want to get it from, right? So buy it from the original manufacturer. Don't buy it off the resale places. It's very easy for people to mess with them. And just because it has plastic around it, people can find ways to put plastic around it and make it look newly sealed and sharp. It's very easy in today's world. So, buy from the manufacturer place. Sean, great points. I was new to that point as well. Never, ever, ever buy from secondary marketplaces when it comes to cold storages. You have to optimize security here and overthink that situation. But going into this question, which cold storage wallet would you guys choose? Comment down below in a comment in the Discord chat. Tell me, which one would you rather choose, Trezor or Ledger?
And which model would you choose? Personally, if you go back to your Trezor storage ones, I don't think that the value. So it's 1,800 different coins and tokens on the higher model Trezor. It's 1,000 coins and tokens on the lower model, on the white. So personally, to me, that's not that much. I'm usually buying and holding long term and locking up for a long time top 1,000 coins. If I'm going to be buying into smaller market caps, I'm not usually sending them to my wallet because I'm looking to either flip those or take profits or you spend them on something. I know a lot of people here are in BMC. I wouldn't send my hash token to my ledger. I wouldn't just hold on to that for forever. I'm going to be using that within the ecosystem. So they also don't support holding hash because hash is a more exotic small market cap token. But most for Trezor, for the higher level model, you're just getting a bunch more ERC20s tokens, which are just, forks of Ethereum for specific use cases. So long story short, personally, I would suggest going that route. But what do you guys use?
Yeah, I want to see what they're talking about. That's great point from you as well.
Oh, it happened to Sensei in the dojo. I'm sorry to hear that.
What happened? Let me see.
6 figures. Oh.
Wait, what? Wait, where is it? Wow. Wait, is this? Yeah, I'm in the class chat, right? Class chat. That's correct. That's
Correct. Yeah, he's that was Crypto Ralphie up a little bit in chat.
Oh, it's a little okay. Oh wow.
So yeah, Vaterax, do you want to unmute and say why you would prefer the Nano S Plus over the X?
Hi. Sorry for the noise. Was playing video games. So my reason is super simple. It's because of the Bluetooth and battery capability of the Nano X. That's the reason why I don't support it. So even though it's super cool and you don't really have to carry a cable all the time, the sucks things is having a device that have batteries will, from my knowledge, it will like drain the life out of the damn thing really, really fast. So like for example, the Nano S Plus can last for 20 years. I just assume that length of the time. And the Nano X is cool, it's better, but for some reason it only lasted for 10 years and then it just literally die and you can't get access to your crypto and stuff because of the battery.
Wow, so the battery dies after 10 years. I did not know that. That's interesting.
Wow.
No. I just assume it lasts for 10 years. Like, it's an easy number for you to figure it out.
Oh, okay, I see.
Like, it's not true data, but it kind of makes sense, right? Like, if you use, for example, if you use an iPhone and you need a battery, and if you just keep using it, the battery gets
Degrades.
bigger, I guess. That's what she said. And the age of the phones also gets shortened. So the same thing will apply to the Nano S. So imagine you have a broken battery. You can access to it, and even the ledger company agrees to replace you a new one, for example, or replace the battery. Like, you wouldn't want to risk anything happen to your wallet, right? Even it's already broken, but what if when they change the battery, something happens and then you couldn't access to your old assets and stuff, something like that? You wouldn't want to risk that, right? I mean, it's a lot of money. Well, unless you have more money than your assets, then you're free to do that.
1,000%. Hey, shout out to you, man. 1,000%. When you just take the extra precautions. So yeah, agree, man.
Appreciate it.
Any thoughts? Anyone else?
You guys about done with wallets? You want to get into exchanges? Any last questions on wallets?
Okay. think. Let me see. With chat. With net chat. No, sir. Okay. I get one confirmation. I think we're done with wallets. That was a great topic as well. Now, going into exchanges, what are crypto exchanges, right? So, crypto exchanges are companies slash corporations that allow customers of their exchange to trade cryptocurrencies for other assets, such as daily fiat or cryptocurrencies. So, coming into daily fiat, you can link your bank account with a product like Coinbase or Binance and directly buy cryptocurrency on their centralized platform, or you could deposit cryptocurrency from your hot wallet or any other exchange and put it into that centralized corporation or company to store your crypto. Now, crypto exchanges store your public and private keys. When you buy on any crypto exchange, you allow them to store your wallet keys and you basically give them full control to your funds. Now, obviously, with a product like Coinbase or Binance, they're not going to, I mean, with Binance, it's a little different. I'm not sure from stories because I haven't used Binance personally. But with Coinbase, they have a very good reputation in this space now. So they're not going to go out there and take your money. But if anything regulatory happened to Coinbase, and let's say, I'm not sure if they probably would alert you now, but in certain cases, they could technically take your funds from what I heard in some form of legal law, if they technically could in some type of loophole. But that was a conspiracy video. But yeah, these exchanges and corporations have full access to your funds when you put them in. And obviously, if you're gonna use an exchange, just make sure you're using the right exchange. So there are videos on how to use exchanges. Coinbase, I think. Who hasn't used Coinbase here? Because I'm not gonna go over Coinbase if every one of you have used it. Just making sure, has everyone used Coinbase in chat? Just making sure, because Coinbase probably is the most accessible one right now. Crypto.com, okay. I use Crypto.com. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Crypto.com is a solid platform. Not using crypto, 1000%, of course, And so I'll go back to this tab, but going into exchange fees, right? So every platform has fees, right? So starting off with Coinbase, their fees are up to 0.50% spread per trade and 3.99% for credit card purchases and 1.49% for Coinbase wallet or bank account purchases. Now coming into Crypto.com, the fees ranging from 0.04% to 0.40% on maker fees, 0.1% or 0.10% to 0.40% on taker fees, and 2.99% for credit card purchases. Now, Crypto.com, it's probably the best platform, allowing you, in my opinion, to basically buy as much crypto as you want and being able to transfer instantly to hot wallets, KuCoin, whatever. And so, Crypto.com, when you're instantly buying projects and you're not like how on Coinbase when you want to buy something and get a good amount of money into there, you have to wait a few business days, which, let's be honest, who wants to wait that long? It's crypto. And so Crypto.com allows you to basically buy funds and basically give you the full access to the funds, whether you want to transfer it, do anything you want with it, which is why I prefer Crypto.com for bigger purchases. But obviously Coinbase is free. There are no fees when you wait those 3, 5, 7 business days. And finally, Binance.us, because I assume everyone here is in the US. If you're not, you have the regular Binance. And so with Binance.us, I presume that these fees are similar as well. The general fees are 0.1% on spot trading fees, 0.5% on buy sell crypto fees, and by default, if you hold your BNB in your account, your trading fees will automatically be deducted from your BNB balance. And you get a 25% discount from your trading fee if you use BNB to pay for trading fees. So obviously they're trying to enhance you holding the BNB token, which is understandable. It's their project. They want to get money off the project. Perfectly fine. And obviously these are my sources right here on Investopedia. As we see here, them comparing the fees. And then obviously you go to Binance.us, and this is directly from Binance right here. You see all the trading fees and everything like that. All that dirty stuff. And going to that, finally, you have FTX, which does base their brand off their low fees. Now, FTX.us, talking about how there are no deposit fees for blockchain transfers. FTX.us pays for the withdrawal blockchain fees for all tokens except for ERC20, ETH, and Omni token withdrawals. And obviously, I got this on the FTX website. directly from them. And as we see here, they actually have a chart here as well on 30-day volume, maker fee, and taker fees. And obviously I'm not sure how the tiers work because I've personally never used FTX. It's more of a derivative platform for traders. And as we see here, tier 1, tier 2, ranging from 9 tiers in volume, maker fees, and taker fees. Obviously, FTX is a great platform as well. And now for me, when it comes to the recommendations on exchanges, it's kind of more personal experience. I've had trouble with Binance. Last year, throughout the time when I was early 2021, when I started to get to altcoins and learning what hot wallets were and doing all this, the basic stuff, and you're kind of confused at first, I was putting my information on. I basically signed up for Voyager, Coinbase, Binance, Crypto.com, all these big exchanges around a week or two or month span. And so I was trying to get Binance. And so going to my personal experience, Binance cannot verify my driver's license. And obviously Reddit's a great place to see if this is happening to you as well. And obviously people on Reddit have the same platform or platform issue. And that was another problem with Binance.us. They said they couldn't verify my ID, but these were clear pictures. I was doing everything I could to try to get it verified. They wouldn't verify it. I'm not sure if it's something wrong with their customer support or if they're not understanding. But every time I got an email back from them, it wasn't verified. So obviously that's why I haven't used Binance before. I really wanted to use Binance, but they couldn't let me. And so obviously, I can't speak about Binance, but what I can do is speak about Coinbase and Crypto.com, my favorite exchanges. Now, there are alternative exchanges like Voyager and Uphold as well. Obviously all the XRP maxis love Uphold. And, you have different exchanges, but my two recommendations, in my opinion, are Coinbase and Crypto.com. Now, if you're a beginner, Coinbase actually does pay you, I think I'm not sure if it's $29, but in a sense of $13 to $29 for learning cryptocurrency on their platform. So they're paying you to go on their platform, which is a great place for beginners because firstly, you get funds to basically invest with that $29 if you don't want to invest. They give you a starting amount themselves. And secondly, it's a very simplistic and easy interface to use. And I'll go to the video later on, but it's very easy to use Coinbase. Probably the most simplistic interface I've seen. Great place for beginners. Now for intermediate and advanced, I'm not going to recommend KuCoin just for the fact that I'm not sure if it's regulated in some countries or if it's banned in some areas, which I've heard it is, so I can't really bring that up. But what I can bring is Crypto.com. Their interface is kind of a little more hard for beginners. Now personally for me, my personal experience with Crypto.com, the only problem is if you do want to get your funds instantly, their fees are insane for instant funds. Like if you want to, I think their limits are also higher, but their fees are insane. I think when it comes, I'm not sure. I paid up to $90 to $100 in fees on Crypto.com when I'm trying to buy instant money to transfer. So, the only problem with Crypto.com, they allow you to purchase with more. Basically, allow you to purchase more money with smaller waiting times. That's a big thing, right? When you don't want to wait 3 to 5, 7 business days on Coinbase, and obviously in crypto, the price volatility is insane. A week in crypto is like a month in real life if you've been in crypto. So you don't want to wait those 3, 4, 5 days, and obviously it's a lot of time. But if you're buying something long term, Coinbase is fine. But definitely Crypto.com definitely is a better platform in my opinion. They allow you to purchase more with smaller waiting times. The only downsides really are for instant money is the fees are insane. For immediate buy orders, I think they did add in around bank purchases, so you can obviously wait those 3, 4, 5 business days to pay no fees, but it depends on what you want to do. And the only real problem with Crypto.com, in my opinion, is the interface. I definitely do wish they could fix the interface for beginners because their platform would be unstoppable if they had a similar something to Coinbase's interface, which is why I definitely do agree that Coinbase did knock it down with the interface. I feel like interfaces are so key for beginners because you want to get that home sense of feeling when you're on the app. You want to feel comfortable. You want to feel everything's in touch with you. And obviously Crypto.com, I feel like everything is just out there on the app. It's kind of just there in a sense. But yeah, it's fine over the time. You'll get used to both exchanges. Definitely two exchanges I recommend myself. Now, obviously, before we watch the videos on how to set up your Coinbase or Crypto.com, other platforms, pros and cons of exchanges. Coming into the pros, basically allows you to convert your fiat dollar you have right now into cryptocurrency. So being honest, most hot wallets, I know MetaMask has started integrating Apple Pay, but before that, in most scenarios, you had to use Coinbase. Like you basically have to use these platforms, and obviously I have to use Coinbase, but it is what it is. You have to do it, or any other centralized exchange. So it allows you to turn to US dollars whether you're working or you're getting paid in other forms. You could convert your fiat into crypto, and it offers a little bit of security in your funds. There are passwords, there's two-factor authentications or SMS, which I don't recommend, obviously. Coming into that, actually, you do not want to use SMS for your authentication method. So there are SIM swap attacks going on. And I think on Coinbase, they actually had a few SIM swap attacks from people using SMS. So always use two-factor authentication. And apps I do recommend for that are Authy, the Authy app right here. Let me go to that Authy. Authy, it's on the Apple Store right here. Because Google Authenticator is fine as well, but I recommend Authy. I like the app better. Authy right here. It's on Google Play or the App Store, Google Play, or Google Authenticator. They're both on the App Store or Google Play. So you definitely want to do that for your authentication and obviously that for security. The cons is if anything happens to the exchange, your funds are at high risk, which is why Sean talks about not your keys, not your funds, hardware wallets, hot wallets. We talked about that. And exchanges have full power over your funds, making them centralized. So you're putting the power in their hands. And obviously, when Satoshi made crypto, he didn't make I don't think he really made it for the kind of come to things like this where we had to use centralized exchanges. And actually going into MetaMask, Infura. Infura is the main node infrastructure for Ethereum, the Ethereum blockchain on MetaMask. So, obviously that's a centralized source as well. So ledgers probably are the most decentralized form of wallet that allows you to hold your funds securely, which is why I do recommend ledgers as well, or Trezors, which one you want to pick. And so those are the pros and cons of exchanges. Always know both sides. You don't want to be on one side. And that's another thing, crypto as well, a little crypto tip right there. Never be too bullish or bullish on any product or token or project. I'm kind of sidetracking, but always stay neutral. Know your pros and cons and everything you're going into. And we'll watch videos talking about how to purchase on Coinbase, Binance, Crypto.com. I'm gonna ask these guys because you guys in the chat. Which actually no, I'll play all videos because I know this isn't getting recorded. Actually,
We are running out of
It is held
time.
by Bitcoin on
Just
Coinbase.
FYI.
okay. So I guess
Go
I'll
ahead.
just get off that.
Can you post
So-
Can you post those links in chat? And if anybody wanted to
Okay. For sure.
use a new exchange, they're more welcome to.
For sure. I'm gonna get that in chat right there.
Perfect.
Boom. Okay, so I have all that right there. And so going into my last question before we end up, because I know it's over time. What exchange do you guys use? Let me know in chat. Your funds chicken account. Ooh, okay. That'll be big from Coinbase. If they can do that, that'll be big. If you can instantly transfer to your whole app, that'll be really big. That'll be really big. KuCoin. See, I wanted to put KuCoin in there, but I'm not sure if it's regulated. But yeah, KuCoin's another. I use KuCoin a lot. I'm just scared of KuCoin non-KYC. Yep. KuCoin definitely has its own risk as well. KuCoin. You can do anything on there by BNB, XRP. Know your customer. So having your information, them knowing your information, having your SSN, things like that.
Yeah, so KYC means know your customer, and it basically they will then send the tax man an account of your transactions on there, and then they'll check with what you fill out during tax season to verify that both parties have the same information. KuCoin will ask you to verify, and if you do, you are verified forever. But if you don't, if you say, nah, I'm good, then you can trade and do your thing and report your taxes correctly, of course. I'm going to just let that sentence hang there.
Don't miss your taxes. It's getting recorded. We're not financial advice. We're not telling you that. Pay your taxes. Don't do that. Yeah, so KYC is definitely something important, Pay your taxes, But yeah, I want to know you guys which exchange you want to use. Do you guys like Crypto.com more, prefer KuCoin? We see that. Coinbase, yeah. Coinbase is solid, but yeah, Coinbase definitely has its own problems.
So if you use Coinbase, just to let you know, you can apply for a Coinbase Pro account. Coinbase Pro, I know that Whale Watcher said he likes that one. I personally liked that one the most for a long time. It used to have 0 fees, which was great. I don't know when they switched over, but it's in the last year. I haven't used it in about a year, so I would assume it's within the last year. But they do have small fees now. Their trading deck, their trading UI is very cool looking. Pops up in your browser and you can see the charts right there. You can change, candles and lengths, and it's kind of a cool way to kind of first get involved. I would not recommend one over the other. I see some people use Bitmart. Bet the Horn. How did you like using Bitmart? That is one exchange I have personally never used.
Yep, same.
It's
Also,
just okay.
I also heard that Coinbase made the Coinbase, if they sponsor the Coinbase in the future, is no harm. I heard Coinbase made Coinbase Pro a little more difficult, so like people like beginners will just use Coinbase because the Coinbase Pro looks way more complicated than Coinbase. So I heard that they made the interface much more complicated just so people don't want to go there and just keep them on the Coinbase platform and take more fees for the sales.
I will say that if I'm the type of person that if you burn me, I have learned that you're not a trustworthy or reputable place, and I will stop then engaging. And I do know that back in 2017, there was a lot of insider trading of Coinbase employees that bought a lot of Bitcoin Cash before Bitcoin Cash was listed on Coinbase, and then sold on the announcement that it was being listed. Coinbase has what's called the Coinbase effect. When they are going to list something, it's the most used exchange, so the price usually pumps on that news and then dumps on the event. It's a buy the rumor, sell the news event. And so, yeah, just to let you guys know, Coinbase was caught. That this is not just me speculating. It has been proven now that Coinbase employees bought Bitcoin Cash, pumped their bags, and then sold out on the news. And it was during a time when a lot of retail investors were first getting into it, right? We had just exited the kind of Silk Road, Mt. Gox group of people, and now it was getting into the Coinbase group of people. And so a lot of people saw, they're going to fork Bitcoin to this better version of Bitcoin. Eric Voorhees told me to buy it, so I'll buy it. And they went and bought it, and c'est la vie.
Yeah.
So.
Coinbase, if you're watching this, Sean doesn't hate you. He just has his opinion.
No, actually, I got into it with them over TikTok when they made that TikTok account. But, yeah, we went back and forth for a little while. It was a pretty funny conversation.
Wait, so Coinbase's account, that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah, Coinbase has a verified TikTok account, believe it or not.
Actually, I remember I added them. Yeah, they do. That's crazy.
Yeah, I haven't seen them post in a long time, but...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Wow. So yeah, Will Watcher saying right here. Yep, it was important. And obviously, guys, I want to go into there. So again, thank you for your time. I think we're a little overboard in the time, so I definitely don't want to just burn time. Thank you for your time, guys. Thanks Sean for allowing me to go on this platform and educate you guys on hot wallets and exchanges. I appreciate every single one of you allowing me to come on and educate people. Thank you guys so much.
Hey, we appreciate you being here. Before everybody bolts out, I just wanted to make some announcements. If you would please go follow Crypto Aaron on TikTok. If you have a TikTok account, I'm going to drop his TikTok into chat. He posts great content, very educational. He does not shill to you. He just teaches. So a lot of really great content. If you're on TikTok, go ahead and follow him. I'm also going to post in chat right now. Yeah, can we get some claps in the chat? Thanks, Aaron. That was great. I'm going to post right now the Ledger Nano S giveaway. I know you guys want to buy more of your favorite coins and tokens, so would love to give away some of these hard wallets. And wow, that's a great gift there, Keith. That's a good one. I like that. 1950s applause. Just some quick class announcements. Tomorrow we have off. Enjoy your Sunday. We will never have classes on Sunday. We might do an event if you want to stop in and play an event for some XP. Everybody will get XP for joining in tonight as long as you're still here. And on top of that, our most recent Kahoot challenge. If you were in class for the What is Solana, a deep dive on Solana, you'll have an easy time with that. This will be the last Kahoot that we have where you will be allowed multiple entries. As we start to expand and get bigger, we're going to only allow one for that top 10 XP drop rank. So feel free to complete that Kahoot. I'll be down in recess hanging out for a little bit. If you guys have any questions about that and want to ask the creator of the quiz, I'm more than happy to help you cheat. Otherwise, are there any last questions for Aaron? Do you know who won the last Kahoot? Yes, the last Kahoot winners will be announced tomorrow. We've had 2 so far. The first has already been announced. Yes, tomorrow I will announce the winners of the last Kahoot, the Ethereum one. And then we will have, next week we'll be continuing on with classes. We've got Crypto Kaplan coming on Wednesday. Monday night's Solidity class will still happen. The time is going to be moved. I've noticed a lot of people have a lot of different time schedules and stuff, so we're going to be experimenting a little bit with time to see where the most people can participate, especially for Solidity class. You want to be there live. But yeah, I appreciate you guys showing that knowledge chain love to Crypto Aaron tonight. Make sure to follow him on TikTok. He really does do a really, really good job on TikTok of just giving you the best education that he can.
Of course, man. Hey, again, thank you guys for having me on. Hey, shout out to Keith, man, for shouting me out here. Thank you, man. Yeah, thank you guys for having me on, man. You know, obviously here to educate people and want no BS content, you know. Thank you. I know you talked about it in your last class. You talked about, you know, tokens, influencers have been paid for, undisclosed, but that's a whole different topic. No shots fired. But yeah, thank you for having me on. I appreciate everyone who was in this class and decided to join and want to hear me talk, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for your time.
All right, everybody. Get that Kahoot challenge in. You have 3 days to get that Kahoot challenge in. 3 days, and then I'm closing it down. So we'll start dropping some XP, and I will see you all down in recess. Have a great rest of your night, everybody.